Very good morning to all. Today we will discuss software engineering subject. So here we will discuss about the different parts of software engineering. What are the main professional and ethical responsibility of software? So what is software actually? Software is just the program, but also associated documentation and the configuration also. So it is not just doing the documentation. We have to do configuration. We have to do programs, right? That needed to make these programs operate very correctly. So software engineers are concerned with the developing software products, software which can be sold to a customer. Software products, maybe there are different types of software products, generic products and the customized products. So generic products means standalone systems that are marketed and sold to any customer who wishes to buy them. So example like CAD software. When it comes to customized product, software that is commissioned by a specific customer to meet their own needs. So example like air traffic control systems, traffic monitoring systems, embedded control systems, all comes under customized products. So we should know what are the frequently asked questions about software engineering. What is a software actually? So we know that when software is like computer programs associated with the documentations are there. So software product may be developed for a particular customer or maybe developed for a generic market. So what are the attributes of a good software? The good software should deliver required functionality. What about the performance? It should be maintainable. It should be dependable, usability, efficiency. These all are the matters of software engineering. These are the good attributes of a good software. What is software engineering actually? Software engineering is an engineering discipline that is concerned with all aspects of software production. So mainly we are focusing on the software productions. What are the fundamental software engineering activities? Software specifications, software development, software validation, software evolutions. What is the main difference between software engineering and computer science? So computer science mainly focusing on the theory and the fundamentals, fundas. So software, when it comes to software engineering, it is mainly focusing on the practicability of like developing, like delivering a useful softwares. So what is the difference between software engineering and system engineering? We just discussed about the difference between software engineering and computer science. Now we should know what is the main difference between software engineering and system engineering. So before like studying software engineering, you should understand the introduction part of why we are learning software engineering. What is the main importance of software engineering? So system engineering is concerned on the computer basic parts, hardware, software. So software engineering is like a general. What is the main key challenges facing software engineering? If we are following, we are making a software production software. So what are the main challenges? Like a delivery challenges. Like whenever the diversity, whenever we are working on, like we done a software production, it will be working on one technology, it won't be applicable for another one. So demand for reduced delivery times, these all are trust, these all are the main challenges facing software engineering. And we have to discuss, we should know the cost of the software, what are the best software engineering techniques and the method we have to follow. So these all concepts we should know while studying software engineering. So software engineering is like an engineering discipline. So that means that is concerned with all aspects of software production from the early stage of the system specification through to maintain the system. Okay, so that means software engineering means is completely an engineering discipline. All aspects of software production. So like engineering disciplines, we have to appropriate the theories and methods. Okay, then these are the main essential attributes of a good softwares like maintainability. So be written in such a way that it can be involved to meet the changing needs of a customer. So customer is telling keep on changing. So it should be inevitable requirement of a changing business environment, dependability and the security, reliability, security, safety. These all are the essential attributes of a good software. Efficiency of a software. Efficiency therefore include responsiveness. How much, what about the performance? What about the memory utilization? Acceptability software must be acceptable to the type of the design. So what is the main difference between software engineering and computer science? So computer science is completely related to theories. Software engineering completely related with the practical problems. Software engineering and system engineering. Software engineering, we are focusing on the hardware development, policies, and different design based on the deployment. System engineering are involved specifying the why, what is the system, defining overall the architecture. Then we are integrating with the different parts to create the finished systems. So why? What is the importance of software engineering? So individuals and society. It is based on we have to help to the society, producing a failure-free, completely trustworthy systems, and we have to do it very quickly. So what are the main software process activities involved in it? So what are the main set of activities associated to make a software product? So main software activities like software specifications, where customers and the engineers define the software that is to be produced. And what about the software development, where software is designed and programmed? Software validation, we are checking what exactly the customer approached, whether it is meet, which is correct or not, whether it is matching or not. So software evolution, it comes when the software is modified to reflect the changing customer and the market requirements. So we have to check it whether it is maintaining or not. So main set of activities are software specification, software development, and software validation, software evolutions. What are the main software process models we are focusing? So what our approach? So waterfall, so that means process phases such as requirements, specification, software design, implementation, testing. So these all are the waterfall model stages. When the requirement is fixed, then we are focusing on the waterfall model approach. Then next model is iterative model. So that means activity of a specification, development, validation. So these, whenever the changes, then the customer is telling we have to do something changes. So we are focusing on the iterative model. Third one is component based software engineering. So these like some particular components are already existing, so it's kind of a reusability concept. So example like a login page already is there, so again we have to make it, so just reuse it. So these you can see the different cost of the software engineering. That also very very important. So software cost is another one parameter. What about the delivery time? That is another parameter. What about the quality of the software? These all are different matters. So what are the key challenges facing software engineering? So major key challenges are heterogeneity. So that means so the software, the systems are required to operate as distributed systems across the different networks that may be include different types of computers and the mobile devices. So whether it is applicable to all everywhere or not. So this is very very important. What about the delivery challenge? Many traditional software engineering techniques are time consuming. The time they taken is required to achieve the software quality. So what about the timing, delivery challenge? And what about the security and the trust? So we are logging with our Gmail. So what about the security of that? Okay. What about the trust? Software is intervened with all aspects of our lives. It is essential that we can trust that software completely. What about the scale? It can be a very wide range of scales, from very small embedded system to like it should be portable to wherever wearable device through the internet scale. What about the cloud-based systems? Globally, software engineering ethics is very very important topics. So what are the responsibility of a software engineer? Software engineers must behave very honest and they have to be very ethically responsible to be respectable as a professionals. So professional and ethical responsibility. So professional and ethical responsibility, what are the main professional and ethical responsibility? What about the confidentiality? Engineers should not only respect the confidentiality of their employees and the clients, irrespective of whether or not a formal confidentiality. What about the competence? Engineers should not misrepresent their level of competence. They should not knowing accept work which is outfit. So they should know how much talent they are. What about the knowledge? If they are not okay, they are not supposed to ready for that. Suppose coming new technology, if they are not okay with that particular project, they should tell initially. So they are just assuming, yeah, we will be able to do it. Then no. What about the intellectual property rights? Engineers should be aware of the local laws governing the use of intellectual property, such as patent, copyrights. They should be very careful to ensure that the intellectual property of employees and clients should be protected. So we should careful that the intellectual property of the employees and client should be protected. And the computer misuse. So like some software engineers should not use their technological skills or to misuse the people's computers or misusing to the society. Then we have to learn about different ECM IEEE code of ethics, the preambles. So software engineer code of ethics and the professional practice. So this ethical principle is very, very important. So first one we'll discuss about the public. Software engineer shall act consistently with the public interest. What exactly the public requires based on that we have to public interest. Client and the employer. Software engineer shall be acted in a manner that is best interest of their client. What exactly the client required. That means completely the public interest. The software engineer shall ensure that the product and related modification meet the highest professional standards. The product should meet the highest professional standard. And regarding the judgment, software engineers shall maintain the integrity. So they have to maintain the integrity and the independence in their professional judgment. They are not supposed to tell everything. They have to maintain the integrity. Management, software engineers, managers, and leaders shall subscribe to promote an ethical approach to the management of software development and maintenance. So they have to do the management. It's a profession. Software engineers shall advance the integrity and reputation of the profession consistent with the public interest. So colleagues, so they have to help each other. They have to be supportive. Self every time it's like a lifelong process. We have to be learning. So these are the main ethical principles. We have to be focused on the public and what exactly the client requires. So based on that, we have to focus and we have to concentrate to the product. We have to give maximum productivity. We have to see the software integrity, reliability, all concept. Software engineers shall maintain the great integrity. And when it comes to management, we have to follow the ethical management, ethical approach. Profession, we have to see advance, we have to see the integrity and reputation of the profession consistent with the public interest. Software engineers shall be fair to be very supportive. We have to support the colleagues. And when it comes to self, we have to be very motivated.